Good evening. It is Josh here with Battle River Homesteaders. It is March 29th. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on my brooder I have in the garage. And I'll probably show you kind of what we got going on for the quail at this point. I guess it's a quail update. Let's call it that. So out of the 95 eggs, well, it was supposed to be 8 dozen, but one egg didn't make it on the trip home. So out of 95 eggs that we put in the incubator, I think we had 56, I believe, hatch. So a little over 50%. Not overly impressed considering our first batch we had a 98% hatch rate. So since then, our survival, I think we've lost about 10 of them. We're not 100% sure what's going on. They get to about adolescent, like get a couple weeks old, and then all of a sudden they just start having some issues. We have figured out that adding apple cider vinegar to their water helped considerably, but I'll flip you around here. So as I showed you, my brooder I built, put the tile in the bottom. So I think we got about 46 quail here, I believe. I just watered them, so they're all there. They got their food. But this crate's it's just shy of 4 foot by 4 foot. So, and they got lots of room. You gotta get it cover it up nicely because they hop up onto the water, and then I find them all over the garage. So that's the young quail. And then if I take you guys over here, we got the quail from our first hatch. We got them hiding out here. Put that a little tight, but oop, we got one trying to escape here, but they're all they're fairly quiet here. We didn't get any hardwire cloth yet because I wanted to put hardwire cloth on the bottom, but I did have plywood. So right now they got a plywood bottom that we scrape out about once a week. I think we were going on 2 weeks because this past weekend was a little bit hectic, but we got some of this plastic game fence, and it's been working pretty good. So we're 2 feet wide, 8 feet long. I think we're 3 feet tall, and then 2 feet from the bottom here to the top here, and then another 8 or 10 inches to the very peak. And so far they all seem very happy in here. But we'll I gotta feed them. I got water, but I gotta feed them yet tonight. But I just wanted to give you guys a quail update. So these ones I'll have to find out for you guys, but it is, I'm gonna say they're 4 or 5 weeks old now at this point. So gotta go through, sort out the boys and the girls, but they're and then we'll probably be calling some of the males, just because we got, I think we're running about a 1-for-1. So the plan for this hutch is to be our breeders. So we'll end up having 12 quail living in here full time. We'll have 10 females and 2 males. And then once we'll get hardwire cloth, and I think I'll build a removable roof for the top, so that this whole thing can be outside, but they can get some shelter from the weather. But that's them. So far, that's our quail update. Everybody seems happy. Here with Battle River Homesteaders. It is early April. I don't remember what day it is, truth be told. Just dealing with, thought I'd bring you around because we have a minor mishap going on. Super windy. I've been working on a quail coop, a double-decker quail coop. I don't think I've forgotten to film it, and I've been slacking lately on actually filming what I'm doing, but been quite windy. I'm not sure, you can't really see anything, but here's my double-decker quail coop. I got the tin on it. I haven't trimmed the edges yet, but it blew over and made a mess. But this is all 100%. The only thing we've spent money on with this is the screws. Everything else has come from the wood pile that I have brought home from work. But our current adventure is our she shed. It used to be there covering all that stuff, is now up over here. So yeah, this is gonna be my adventure, and hopefully it's somewhat salvageable. I see some other damages, but I am gonna start at this. I don't think I'm gonna film any of it, but I will try to keep you guys up to date. I just wanted to update you guys a little bit on our she shed, and maybe I should explain why we call it a she shed. That was it's actually we were using it as our feed shed, and when we say feed shed to Gunner, apparently she interprets that as she shed. So because Gunner has forever called it the she shed, that is what we have continued to call it. But as you can see, it's a twisted mess of steel. So the other day when I was out trying to take off the tent and everything, like the canvas, the walls, all that stuff, well, it was windy. I barely got it to miss our gray water pump out, and it went flying into these trees. So I opted not to worry about it because it's, well, it was ridiculously windy, and it was just a matter of time before I would have got hurt. So it's nestled into the trees nicely, and one of these days when we get a little bit of time, we'll disassemble it if the wind ever stays down. But that's where it is, and so because of that, I'll bring you back around this way. And I had started, and I wasn't filming it, and I probably should have, but I had started a new feed shed. So we had some, well, you can see from my my wood pile there that it's all crates from equipment that comes overseas. So it all comes in crates and sea cans. And then we disassemble the crates and assemble the equipment that comes inside it, and then I bring all the crates home. So this is our new feed shed. There's a crate bottom, which I then just put lengths of strapping kind of that came off of other crates. Well, that pile of crates that was there. Spaced them out, and then all these were from, well, pallets that I cut apart. And then there's a couple of sheets, there's some plywood that came off of a shed that we disassembled when we first moved out here because it was pretty rickety and it was falling apart. So then we got these sides, let me back up here a little bit, that, well, they both got ran over, but just, those were lids off of crates. So they're about 7 feet tall. And then I stacked up a couple on the back so that they're about the same height. Cut it off, and then I will be putting some 3x3 beams along the bottom and then up in the corners, all 4 corners. Then build the framework for the roof, and we'll probably put tin. And then we got these pot crate bottom or crate sides. I'm not sure what it actually was, that we'll be putting in as double Dutch doors. So 2 of them, well 4 of them will fit perfectly in there. And yeah, so that's going to be our new she shed, because that canvas one we even spent a whole bunch of time when we first set it up, getting it anchored properly into our soil. Unfortunately, we might as well be a giant gravel pit, because about 8 inches of topsoil, and then we have packed clay and rock. And like rock, like you can't send a bar into the ground without hitting rock. So our even pounding post for the fence, lots of times they'll hit a rock and end up crooked, and that's just, it's where we live, it's what we gotta deal with. But I'll keep you guys up to date on our new she shed. Talk to you guys later.